Each year, PTEN celebrates new and innovative products for shops and technicians with its innovation awards. The MaxiFlash Xlink from Autel is one of this year's highest scoring winners. This product allows technicians to communicate with and diagnose vehicles. Here to tell us more about the Xlink is Michael Flink. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, of course. So, what makes this product innovative?
So, a couple things we went after. The Xlink has really got three different functions that it's capable of. It can work as the interface for any one of our scan tools. So, utilizing either Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, it would be what you'd plug in the car to wirelessly communicate with it. But the more important piece is it is a full function J2534 interface device for reprogramming. So the technician or shop can use it connected to a laptop to work OE reprogramming software, doing reflashing of cars and things, being able to handle that. In many cases, it will also run OE diag software through their computer. And the third function is really the core innovation we did with it, an idea. It has a screen. It's not just a pass-through box like we've had in the past and others. And with that screen, it will interface with our remote expert application and network. So this will allow a technician to be able to phone a friend, if you will, to do reprogramming or reflashing for them if they're not experienced, they don't have the subscription for it. The same idea as when they call a mobile technician or person to come to their shop to reflash for them. Only instead of making that call and waiting, they're able to connect through the network. And generally, we have response times in under 30 minutes that somebody on the network will be able to do that reprogramming for them, or even scan a car that they may not have coverage for. It's a brand new model or that.
Nice, that's impressive. So, what was the inspiration behind creating this product?
So a couple of things. We wanted to make a more successful and complicated J2534 device, one that was capable of handling all the new protocols that came in. So we combined that into it with dealing with, DOIP and things like that that shops are facing. And with that screen and its additional software abilities, able to be updated and upgraded, a little bit of future proofing for them. The other big thing was that we made this remote diagnostic network, or remote expert network, I should say. Great program. It's on our top three tools, the Ultra family, if you will. But if you had one of our 906, our next level tools, or maybe you're even somebody who, for whatever reason, doesn't have an Autel scanner, you had no access to that remote expert network, which was a great network and used. This gave away, without having to buy one of our tablets, to have that access to that remote expert network with the singular device, the Xlink, so that you could utilize the advantages of that for them. So that was the big inspiration for it, combining those other capabilities as well.
Yeah. So, how does this product improve the lives, or I guess the shop efficiency of technicians and shop owners?
Absolutely. Well, first off, giving them that access to that remote expert network helps them out. Many of these shops may have one of our tablets, which would have given them access, but if your top tech or you as a tech are using that on a vehicle and doing work, you can't use remote expert to program another car. It would tie your tablet up for time. With this device, with the Xlink, you'd be able to use your main tablet with yourself doing diagnostics, things that you can do in-house, and allow the Xlink to be working with an expert off to the side, doing that reprogramming of that for you that wouldn't necessarily have to have much hands-on action by the technician, but that tool and that remote expert can be working on that car as well. So gives some relief there to help the technicians that way. Another way that I can see shops and techs using it, many of us shops today know they need to do reprogramming. They've got some of the subscriptions for different manufacturers that they work with and are used to it and comfortable doing. But there may be that manufacturer that it's complex enough to do reprogramming. You're not comfortable with that brand. The amount of subscriptions and steps involved are difficult. So here's a way to do those vehicles when it's out of your comfort zone and not have to try and become an expert on every brand or make. You can use Remote Expert Network and the Xlink, and then with your own tool and device, do the ones that you're comfortable with. So it expands the range of cars you're working on, helps you with the ones you're uncomfortable with, and the same with scanning and diagnostic problems. Those experts don't just have to do programming. Most of them are using an OE tool and subscription on their end through the internet and your Xlink connection. So you can even have access to capabilities that your scan tool might not do, or you may not be comfortable doing.
Yeah. What has the feedback been like from technicians who have purchased this product and use it in their shops?
Very, very positive. The Remote Expert Network is really comfortable in getting great use out of it. But this access and having the Xlink, the device's capabilities, wireless and otherwise, freeing them up and freeing up their tool, real positive and like it. And with these new protocols and the updates, it's handling as our industry advances so fast, enabling handling those advancements a lot easier.
Awesome. Well, that's pretty much all the questions I had for you. Is there anything else that you feel our readers should know about the product?
Not much other than what we talked about a little bit with the idea of future proofing. By having that screen on there and the interface with it, the additional software capabilities and memory that it has, we're able to update this a little further than hardware, software alone allowed on just the simpler pass-through or interface devices of the past. So we kind of have tried to help future-proof the technology advance our industry is going through a little more with what the X-Link can do versus a regular pass-through device.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time here, and talking to me.
You bet. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, of course.